Peace, reflections, and divine greetings to the chosen one. Sorry, I was burping. Okay, so I just finished a ritual, right? And, yeah, I got a long walk home, so I'm gonna just sit down for a second and relax. Yeah, it's funny as hell, cause, when I was getting all those readings and, and shit, people kept saying, like, multiple people, different people kept saying that Spirit is telling them that I do a lot of walking. Like, I'm a busybody that I need to sit the fuck down. And they told multiple people this, actually, that I be trying to run a marathon, or I have a goal of 1,000 steps a day type shit. Like, no the fuck, it's not a goal. It's a it's a what do you call that? I don't know. It's mandatory. I have to do this shit. But yeah. How y'all doing today? And all that. Again, it's not even gonna be today of whatever time period that I'm recording these videos in. Pretty sure y'all gonna be seeing this shit like way later in the future, but when you do see it, try to check in. This is just me reminding you, check in with yourself. And also, I'm interested too, because there's a lot going on out here. I want to see if I can help with some. You feel me? Yeah, and not even just try and help others too, because that's just within me. That's what I'm naturally gonna do. But it's also, I like slowing down to have these kind of conversations as well. Yeah. Also, remember when I said you guys can promote yourself, like, and rank yourself up spiritually and shit? Yeah, I received a gift from Spirit, I guess, is what people are calling. Like, again, I don't like these labels, but the labels sound cool, but so sort of. But yeah, I got this ring, right? And like, let's see if you can see it. Okay, yeah, you can see that. It's like a shield with a sword, a pickaxe, and a hammer. And like, those are like my spiritual tools and weapons and shit inside of a shield, so it's saying I'm protected too. And like, all of that is inside of circles, like a big circle. A circle represents the spirit, with a bunch of other circles around it, representing my my spiritual army that I have now command of. And then I have a crown on top of here with an acronym saying like KOFC, and then like K is like for kingdom, just to represent royalty, because all of these are just representations of shit. And like the O is supposed to represent the Most High type shit. Forgot what they call the O. I forgot how that term goes, or how that name goes, but yeah, that one. And then K, not K, but FC is focus and courage, because the more you focus on something and the more confidence you have in what you're doing, like, it's just gonna put you in this crazy momentum that's going to, like, give you a burst of your own power that you have inside of you. So it's like, yeah, that's why I have that. And then on the sides, on both sides of the ring, I have the plus, or not the plus, but the cross, which represents the material realm. And then it's inside the shield again, because that's representing fucking, the protection. And then in between here, that gold part, with the black dot, or like whatever that shit is. Yeah, that's whatever that shit is exactly. Like, that shit is just chaos. It's also in between the shield too, like in between here. But yeah, that's just supposed to represent the chaos in between all of that. And then all the silver is supposed to represent the order. So then this ring is supposed to be made out of chaos and order, which is actually what everything is made out of, but it's supposed to deeply represent and show that shit. Yeah. But yeah, these are like another few things I was gonna show you guys earlier in the channel, but I had shit to talk about. I got a lot to talk about in this video, so I don't even know why I'm having such a long intro, but I just want to like show some shit and make some shit clear, because like speaking of clear, no, this is selenite, right? I thought I had clear quartz crystals, right? Which empowers your third eye and crown chakra and any other chakra stones and crystals that you have. It will also empower those as well. But I have selenite, and that one can protect me from like negative entities and energies and shit. So it was really cool to have that on my crown, and I put that in the middle of this spring that's like in the shape of stars. So it was like another Stargate portal thing, you feel me? Then I got a thing of magnets right here. Everything is in copper. I think this is copper. It could be like some silver or something. Then I got the feather for my mental awareness and stability type shit. I need to look up more about feathers and certain feathers, because I want to put on like certain kind of colors and shapes and this and that, so I can like get exact results of what I want or need. But then I also have these things, because I heard wood absorbs energy, and when it has a point, it sends that energy elsewhere. So I'm just using that to kind of like, because this crown is supposed to be like a computer chip, so I'm gonna need something to just help my mind harness my energy and let it flow correctly, so that I can think properly and operate this vessel correctly, and not fuck up with my thinking or my words or with whatever I'm trying to do in whatever moment type shit, you feel me? And then I got a skull representing life, and the black skull representing death. The black skull is so small, and this little swirl thing too is supposed to represent your pineal gland, or like the black seed inside your skull, inside your brain muscles. Not all of your muscles, it's like just that one seed inside your pineal gland. Because I think your pineal gland has a seed inside of it with crystals around it. And then these halos are supposed to represent the chakras, from the throat chakra, third eye, crown, and then I forgot the one that was above the crown chakra, and also got magnets on there too. And then how do you say? Oh right, and then I got the Ankh, to bring in our ancestry, because like you can really look up specific tribes that we used to be in before they took us out of that era. You can look up tribes and see their symbols and shit too, and look up other symbols in Egypt to see in those other tribes, to see what kind of energies you can harness from them. And I would really recommend you look up your own ancestry to see where you really come from, because then like they still might hint to the fact that this bloodline was actually in this area around this time period, so they're technically this tribe type shit. You just gotta look for certain shit like that. Right, so that's what I was going to talk about in this video. Ignorance is not bliss. It is a trap. Right? Because remember, it's a curse. Man, this is going to be a long-ass video. I feel like I want to go get my blunts for this one. Alright, no, I'm good. Alright, did I have anything else to show? Or explain, breakdown type shit? Nah, I don't think so. All right. Let's see. Where's my notebook? Oh, we're already 10 minutes in the video. That's crazy. Okay, so yes. First of all, let's talk about why the fuck we're ignorant in the first place. It's because they put us in a position so that we could become ignorant, right? So that they could let us be ignorant. But it wasn't easy because they still had to, there's intelligence in our DNA. So it's not easy just to let someone be ignorant type shit. You have to make them ignorant over generations, especially if you reincarnate them. And wisdom, right, is just like, you can have good wisdom and you can have bad wisdom, basically. And it's kind of like knowing shit, like knowing too much for your own good, basically. Yeah. So I guess not bad wisdom, but just improper wisdom, right? So yeah, they fucked that type of shit up over time. But then over time, they also made it a trend in like Hollywood and shit, and just amongst the black community, and eventually amongst all communities, because that's the type of shit they do. First they'll go test it on these other small, more confined communities so that they don't get attention. Then they attack the black community, and then they attack everyone else. But again, in certain groups, just so that they don't attack their own for real, because their own can't handle these attacks, so they gotta be careful. Like they only have so much of their own people out here who has not ascended to the level where they can, gain a soul and then be reincarnated back here. So then it's hard. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be hard for them to tell, who's ascended to having the soul without having the right practitioners and people working for them type shit, you feel me? But yeah, they've made us want to be ignorant, not just through Hollywood, but just amongst our communities in general and on the streets, like using the news as well. And before we even had all that, because remember, we were stripped of technology for such a long time, for a lot of generations, to the point where it made it look like, we weren't as evolved as we were. So yeah, it's like before the news, there was newspapers, right? And before the newspapers, there was just public announcements and shit. So they used every time period, every scenario that they put us in to their advantage. Yeah. So that's why we're ignorant in the first place. Because they made us ignorant, then they made us want to be ignorant. They took away our abilities to think. They like how we're not supposed to be having computers and phones and all these other shit outside of ourselves, because the more that we rely on something outside of ourselves, the more that muscle inside of ourselves starts to atrophy. Because remember, our muscles' energy extends beyond dimensions, so those muscles extended to the dimensions of emotions and different psychic, psychic systems, egoic systems type shit, and things on all of those realms, basically. I feel like I was missing what spiritual. It was mental, emotional, spiritual, physical, yeah. But I'm pretty sure there's more to that, because there always fucking is. There's always more of some shit. That's why the fuck you don't go down the rabbit hole without prepping yourself, Because, yeah, that shit be crazy. So another way that they did this, right? So by them using, media to circulate information, to broadcast this information to north, east, west, and south, right? They use fear, love, and they hold information from us so that they can place other illusions of information over us, like that veil, and then illusions like politics and religious shit, so that they can manipulate our heart chakra with morals, and our third eye chakra, because it'll fuck up our discernment. We're trying to think about morals, and then thinking about their fucking man-made laws, as if we know their man-made laws aren't bullshit. Like, we know that they're only using that type of shit to further keep up their matrix. And like, again, we're just being ignorant to it and not accepting it, so that we can avoid saying that yes, we know it. Just because you're ignoring that, the fact that you know this shit, doesn't mean you don't know this shit. Okay? But yeah, they also hold information from us so that we can become ignorant. Like, they didn't teach us how our bodies actually work, right? And they did this so that when our senses that has atrophied over generations, when they start awakening and activating again, we'll think that we're crazy, because they kept us so numb to all of their food spells, that was fucking us up on the inside and clogging our energies on all levels, using money spells to distract us and, again, fuck up our frequency, making us worry and have false idols and false love for shit. And then fucking using history to further place their illusions and hide the truth about shit. Like, they whitewashed history because they don't want us to know that black people has been the people. Like, basically, we're not fighting the whites, right? We're fighting the Moors in this war. They just used, like I said, it was that we conquered ourselves. There were some of us who band together, right? And did this shit where they used motherfucking whites to help distract us and bring us to a point where they can start manipulating us while lowering the frequency of the planet to manipulate the planet and hide the planet and do all this other extra shit, But yeah, and then they spoil us until we become dumb and weak, right? Like I said, we're not supposed to be using all these phones and shit. We're supposed to be using telepathy, and then the internal network inside of our cells type shit. I mean, we already created all this external shit in the past, but that was just to play with it and to learn with it and to, like, further see what we are, to have a visual outside of ourselves of what we are, because energy is everything. And like, that's the reason why we're able to create this shit, because we are it's inside of us. So like, we bring it outside of us and manifest it into this reality when we do our magic and alchemizations and this and that. But we need to clear our energy and cleanse ourselves, and then set our frequencies correctly to the right timelines that we want to be in, so that when we're on that timeline, we can start creating in even more different ways, because we're not supposed to be stopping. That keeps us stagnant. And that's another reason why they want us to be ignorant, so that we can stay stagnant in the position where we feel most comfortable at. But like they say, growth is uncomfortable. That's because when you're trying to break out this cycle, you have to end cycles so you can start new cycles. And yeah, I am going based off of a few conversations that I've heard, from people, when I'm like, this is where this video is coming from, people in my life and on the internet. But none of this is shots fired at anybody. Remember, like, tough love type shit. I be talking to myself as well, at least my past self, because some of the, I'm not gonna lie, some of the shit I don't do anymore. So yeah, sometimes I just be talking to y'all, but also my past self, because this is what I would have wanted to hear. Yeah. They spoil us until we become dumb and weak. So like, they got us in positions to the point where, like, they have gyms out here, but they make working out seem like it's some kind of crazy, stressful, hard thing to do. But actually, when you start working out at a pace that you like to, you're gonna want to start working out more, and then you want to start pushing your limits, But it's just the way that they promote working out, right? And then the other shit that they have out here to distract you from working out, it all just sets you up to feel ashamed of the fact that you're not working out, right? So then you don't want to work out, and then you stay ignorant to all of these negative energies of doubt and shame and all the bad things that you see yourself as, That's why we should not be ignorant. This is why we need to do shadow work, so that we don't let ourselves, scare ourselves away or shame ourselves away from shit that helps us grow. Like I said, they tried to gaslight me as a child, making me think that I don't like to work or learn or be truthful. But no, I love doing all that shit. It's just the place I was at, the people who was pressing me over bullshit, they continue to, make me go into, survival mode, yes. And then, what's funny? It's fucked up, but it makes me laugh, because I'm a dark person. Yeah, they after I left and went to my mom to get some freedom, right? I got a little depressed, right? Because I had missed out on so much shit, and then by the time I, got a little bit of freedom, I was acting a fool, and I felt like I shamed my mom, and that's all it was. And then they want to tell me that when I was with my mom, I was in depression because I was in survival mode. What the fuck? No, I was in survival mode all my childhood growing up, because it wasn't just my family gaslighting me and trying to, treat me like a little kid, because this is also some shit that they do to us. They try to make us treat our kids in fucked up ways, and then become ignorant to that as well, so that we can feel, justified for being lazy, for, putting our energy in the wrong spot type shit. But yeah, That's just more of their battle strategies and shit. That's how they got us fucked up. Well, I'm not standing for it, bro. But yeah, also the people who went through slavery. I don't know if I said this yet, but y'all need to go look up these motherfucking Bobby Hemming videos, cause yo, arcades and Real Chosen and all the motherfuckers, bro. They've been bringing up a lot of shit lately. Oh yeah, and Conjure Queen. They've been bringing up, man. My bad. Spirit wants me to tell y'all all the people down, like, cause there's so many great teachers out here bringing up a lot of information, like recently, right nowadays. They've been bringing up a lot of information about, you know, what's going on basically, and something Marquez was saying, right, was damn, cause I be thinking so fast and so deeply and hard that when I'm talking, like I don't keep up with my fucking brain. So then I have to, like, so when I'm done thinking, I have to go back to wherever I'm speaking at to help myself push that shit along, man. That should be annoying. Yeah. But no, this is why we created the technology, right? Was so that we can use it to our advantage and our entertainment and just to make life easy type shit. Oh, right, that's what I was saying. But that's also why we went through slavery, so that we can become different entities and different creatures. This is why I have such a dark humor. And this is why in this lifetime I had experienced, you know, some sexual assaults. It wasn't deep sexual assaults. It was just shit that influenced me to, you know, not stay as pure as a child, you know. And yeah, I think while we were in slavery, I think I was getting raped by a lot of white women. Cause yeah, I'm not saying a white woman raped me when I was a child, but it's just the stuff that aligned in this child. I'm not trying to disturb people is another thing why I'm not fully going to talk about this, because I'm not trying to disturb people. But yes, we go through shit like that, bro. We go through shit like that. Although the beatings and shit, you know, all that shit that made us, that triggered us into fighting back. Yeah, we had to go through that so that we can activate in this lifetime. And then we can activate in different ways that literally turns us into like a whole different creatures, bro. Like we are the most pure creatures, but we're so fucked up at the same time. And when we learn to balance this, bro. We're gonna create some fun ass realities, bro. Like, it's gonna be chaotic, yeah, but it's gonna be cool as hell, because it's still gonna be under control type shit. But yeah, they spoil us until we're dumb and weak. So what else I have to say about that? They fucking have everything set up, bro. We came into this matrix with everything just set up, propped, as if we were on a movie set, or as if we were just here to be, you know, to have shit catered to us, like. But then because that's how shit is set up, right? They already have everything hand-picked out from the gardens and shit, and then baked, and then this and that, and then just placed on the shelves for us. But then there's a trick to it, that we have to be slaves for us to get this shit. And if we're not slaves, then we have to work extra hard just to be an average being. Like, goddamn. Do we not see the game that's going on? Bro, why I gotta go through all what I'm going through, you know? Just to get minimum wage. Minimum wage shouldn't exist, bro. Like, that's them telling you we wouldn't pay you at all if we had the chance. That shit is slavery, bro. But yeah. And then they that shit is dumb as fuck because it doesn't even cover cost of living. Like, I can't even move out. I'm not going to. I need a different job. The job I'm working right now is I'm hustling to pay off some more shit right now. Because, you know, I just turned 21, so I need an ID. I need a food stamp card. I need a fucking actual ATM, not ATM, motherfucking bank card type shit. I need a, goddamn, motherfucking, whatchamacallit? Said ID, EBT, Visa. It was some other shit. Oh yeah, I gotta pay my brother back. But no, it was something else, cause I felt like I thought I set that up first. That shit. I gotta pay for something else, and then after that, I don't gotta pay for shit for a long time. So, you know, I mean that's the point where I start, you know, looking for another job type shit. That's gonna be a whole lot more fulfilling, and then yeah, then I'm gonna move out and go completely spiritual. You feel me? Yeah, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna have my strict routine. It's gonna be me and my queen. Man, I can't wait for my fucking queen to show up, bro. My higher self called her. I felt that shit like deep in my soul. That shit felt scary. Like, I felt shit. Like, I'm so serious. When his fist made contact with the seat, didn't even get time for the pressure to sit in type shit. For him to, like, you know, fully pound the seat next to him. Like, as soon as his hand made contact, bro, I felt shit get to shifting, bro. Like, shit just got to, motherfuckers got to stepping, basically. Like, bro, I don't know who I am in the cosmos for real, but they love me for real, bro. And that's awesome. Yeah. Shouts out to Spirit, you know. I think that's all I gotta say about them making us dumb and weak, man, because they got us fucked up, but they be playing different mind games on us and then putting us in different situations for us to, you know, run these mind games on ourselves and then just keep us stagnant. And then in so many ways, our intelligence, our physical growth, like, I'm scrawny, but I'm about to buff the fuck up when I go on a diet. Like, yeah, they have us thinking all kinds of fucked up ways where we don't think that we can buff up if we go on a diet. Like, and I'm not saying going on a diet meaning you just gotta eat something like a specific kind of meal. No, I mean, like, I'm going to change my diet, right, to a more vegan diet. And yes, I can still buff up if I do that, if I just eat a specific way while working out a specific way. But yeah, that's another thing that keeps us weak and dumb. Is like they got us, what did I say? They hold information from us like that so that we don't know better. And because we don't want to put in work for shit, we don't want to know better. And that's how they made us want to be ignorant, by fearing the work and loving the fact that they catered shit to us in such a way. But they make us have to sit and be okay with slaving because we don't want to do real work for ourselves, because they made us not trust ourselves. We trust them a whole lot. We trust them to fulfill our lives a whole lot more than we trust ourselves to fulfill our lives. That's another reason why we want to stay ignorant to all this other real self-improvement shit that we know is going to put us right in the exact timeline we want to be in. But because the exact timeline we want to be in, just because it's such a dream to us, right? We think that it's something that's just something so impossible, something that we're gonna have to work even more harder for. But no, sometimes when you stop working, shit just comes to you. So maybe you just need to stop working completely for you to get that dream. How about that logic? But no, not even that. Fuck, I had something else to say, man. God damn. It was like a cheat code and everything, man. Oh, right. No, just because we see our dream as such a dream and right in paradise is not because it's something that we have to work hard to get, right? It's only because it's catered to our energy. Like, we were coded to live this life and experience this, paradise that we're seeing for ourselves. But then we let this matrix take advantage of us and make us go slave for them so that they can steal our energy along with our paradise and our destiny and shit. Trust me, people say that shit don't work and that's not a thing. I told you, I used to do this shit myself. Like, I feel bad and I'm sorry, guys. But I didn't do too much, because I was just desperate to have friends and have some real, people who was gonna be there with me through thick and thin type shit. That's all it was. I wasn't malicious or trying to do the extra shit, And I did receive my karma for it. I got blamed for some bullshit I didn't even do. Like, bro, what? But yeah, it's whatever. Illusion of... Right. Ignorance is an energy that drains our will. So yeah, like I said, how it keeps us stagnant. It keeps us stagnant, but it also, like I said, it makes us put our trust into other people's hands. It also makes us not trust ourselves even more. Because then we just keep showing ourselves that we don't know anything, even when we do know something. That's what we're showing ourselves every time that we don't go with our intuition and we choose to be ignorant to something, and then we have to let someone else come along and tell us something. And then that's another reason why people who are stuck in a low vibration, they don't really know how to take this and act towards it. So then they start to get aggressive or just be overly defensive in trolling ways. I want to say stupid ways, but I don't want to be mean. In trolling ways. See what I did there? Like, that's magic. I just put magic. Like, I just did a whole spell. I was not trying to be mean, but type shit like that. Like, that should be annoying as fuck. I don't like when people do that. But I'm glad I'm glad I at least know how to, reverse spells and all that shit on people, because you're not about to play with me, bro. I'm here doing something. I came here to work. Like, in this whole existence, this life, I'm not a part of the matrix. I'm not trying to see what things look like in between here until I get to this part of my life where I gotta go and do that, and then, oh, I'm dead now. No, I might not even die for real. I might break the fucking time shit and then, activate our DNA and go into some other shit. Like I said, we might have to go into another 200, 300, 500 year war. Like, a war that's definitely going to be on the spiritual realm. That's going to take place on the spiritual realm first for a good amount of time. But they're going to get tired and frantic and scared and shit and take this shit back to the material realm. And yeah, we're going to get busy. Yeah. But yeah, ignorance, like I said, everything is all this dialogue in the language, they're just symbolisms for energies. We're communicating using energies. That's why the numbers, the symbols for the numbers don't represent the numbers. They symbolize other specific shit. And why the energy of the numbers and the value of the numbers, that represents some other shit too. So like it represents a similar thing that the numbers are trying to show you and tell you, but you know, it gets deep. Yes, not only is it blocking our will, it's draining our will. This energy of ignorance, right? Because the more we keep interacting with it, not just saying it, but just like performing it or accepting its behavior from other outside energies, and then like letting that energy cause us to be in another kind of energy type shit, like, yeah, that's the only time you want to ignore something. Like, you want to like deflect energy. It's like acknowledge what energy is coming towards you and then refuse it. That's not ignoring it. That's just refusing it. But sometimes people will refuse energy, right? Because you can be ignorant in the spirit and you can be ignorant in the flesh. People will be ignorant in the flesh to, you know, keep face to other people and keep up illusions around other people, but they will be ignorant in the spirit to keep up an illusion to themselves. And that was deep. I'm 41 minutes in, so I'm gonna just keep going. Yes, ignorance is an energy that blocks and drains our will. And this ignorance, it also just helps our ego, right? Feel secure. I think I wrote that shit twice. Cause like that shit is stupid, bro. Oh man, these spells. So yeah, our ego is made up of our lower chakras. So our root chakra, sacral, and solar plex chakras, right? So because of the way that they operate, like, my bad. I'm about to start being very vague with shit, bro. Cause I just, this is why I took that long break. Cause I knew I was gonna start doing a whole lot of other shit that was just gonna start pulling at my energy in different ways that was not gonna sit well with me. But I'm a soldier, so it's whatever. Yes. So what I was gonna say was, because of the way that your lower chakras work, it helps your being ignorant to some shit, right? Because like, let's say you're in a, what do you call that, sleep paralysis state, right? And I thought there was something crawling on me. Should have just kept ignoring it. But no, yeah, when you're in that sleep paralysis state, usually you just like close your eyes and try to ignore sounds and other feelings and all kinds of bullshit that you be experiencing, right? Until you can eventually just wake up. Well, life don't work like that, so we can't do that and shit. Okay? Because we are dreaming right now, right? We are in a realm. When you go to those other dreams, you're just leaving this realm and going into another realm. But the reason that your dreams looks all crazy and fucked up is because when you come back down to this density and into this, you know, this being, right? That hasn't regained all of its memories back, all of its knowledge, and, you know, it's still running on just its wisdom from its past lives and shit, right? Yeah, it can't really comprehend your memories from you being out into the astral realms. So I want to say something real quick, and it's gonna fuck you up mentally, bro. Your dreams are just memories of your experience of you leaving the planet that night. And this is why this is gonna fuck you up, because you be thinking that you're in the moment doing certain shit, making certain decisions and choices right in that moment. No, you're just watching what yourself had done when they left the planet, when they came back to your body, because now yourself has plugged itself back into your body. So now it has to start to receive the energies of the memory that you carried back with you from, you know, because now you're basically going to start seeing through your body's eyes, right? All the memories that you just came back with. That's fucked up, right? That's crazy, right? Like, you weren't, like, yes, you were making all those decisions, but that was just your highest self after you done got up out of here. Probably not even your height. Like, I don't even know, bro. I'm gonna still, you know, go deeper into that myself, but, yeah. This shit is crazy. But yeah, so ignorance is like another way that the spell of ignorance has gotten passed over us, right? Over our head. Like, just how they gotten over on us with this spell of ignorance is they used it against us in certain ways, right? And one of those ways was they used it so that we can feel secure. Our ego can feel secure, because they're using our ego to run us and control us. Also, this material realm is kind of like the subconscious, and it's just like no. The material realm is like your conscious, right? But your conscious is reacting off of codes from your subconscious. And your subconscious is in the spirit. So then, yeah, the reason why I said that in reverse the first time is because they be having people out here teaching our shit, right? But these people are not our people, so then they be confusing us on purpose with certain shit so that we can't, you know, get the real downloads. But yes, the spirit is like our subconscious, right? I mean, oh shit, so no, they were right. Because our spirit is programming this, this material realm. And I was going to say you have to use your conscious to program, you know, to program your subconscious, right? So that means you have to consciously do workouts and meditations and certain shit and different practices for your intuition and your other powers on a schedule, right? Consciously, so that it can embed into yourself subconsciously, into your spirit, into your, you know. So yes, the material realm is your conscious, the spirit realm is your subconscious, but you can program your conscious through the subconscious by using the conscious to program the subconscious, because the subconscious is what's programming the conscious. Boom. That's a cool ass loop. That's cool. I love when we get power loops like that, where we can just build up our own power like that. That shit is awesome. Yeah, also they want us to only think on a 3D conscious so that they can control us from the higher dimensions and realms and shit. Yeah, that's why they promoted this energy of ignorance into our community so heavily in so many different ways, right? And like how I said, they be calling us bougie and all this other bullshit, right? That has to do with our royalty, because we just naturally have the energy of royalty inside of us. So yeah, it's not like we're bougie or picky or this or that. It's just that we would rather not because we know our worth. Or we would rather do this because we know our fucking worth. Amongst other things, but yes, tap into your conscious on all levels. So like on all of your chakra levels and and all of your different psychic and physical systems, right, that you have. Because bruh, I was just meditating, right, grounding for my ritual, right, and okay, so I had to do a chant, right? It starts off with the vowels ah, o, and then the syllables and s. So then our consonants, my bad, not syllables, consonants, consonants, some shit like that. Yeah, and then those ones. So ah, it opens up a portal of creation. O, it brings the energy down from the portal and then sits it into your reality, and then pulls that energy into your vessel, and then allows this energy to flow through your chakras, through your being. So then, you know, the energy can flow outward into the environment, and then the energy can come back to you in whatever way you were trying to manifest. And then for this ritual, I did a first round of meditation, right? Like I faced my palms to the ground to first connect to the Kai, and you know, just all of the environment. And then I put my hands together just on top of one another and put my thumbs together. And then that was for the throat chakra. And I think the throat chakra deals with the element of plasma, which is like electricity and vibration. And like ether, right? And then put my thumbs to my index fingers after that to get the mental air element, and then fire, and then my thumb to the middle finger for the fire spirit element, and then my thumb to my ring fingers for the water emotional element, you know, on your sacral chakra. How you doing, sir? And then your thumb to your pinky for your root chakra, for your material, you know, body. And it's not just for the body, it's also the realms, and all that, because these energies, you know, extend beyond just your ego being your character. And then yeah, I did each of those fingers, right? So the thumbs together, that was like my hands just being in the middle. So I just did the thumb on the other individual fingers, one's like my hands down to my side, and then one's facing up to the sky type shit. And then so that was like me taking 9 breaths on each finger plus the 10th breath for my hands facing down. And that was like 1 round. So for the first round, I did it to clear my energy, right? In the second round, I did it to raise my vibration and energy. In the third round, I did it to align myself to the intentions of the spells that I was about to cast. And then I went ahead and casted my spells and burnt them up in the thing and did my ashes, you know. Also gave my respects to the participants, right? Kai, Ra, and this tree that was next to me. Yeah, so it's just shit like that we gotta tap into to our consciousness so that we can, like I said, do different spells to free ourselves and empower ourselves and protect ourselves and our lineage type shit. Also our fucking ancestors. Cause now that they're angels, right, after going through what they have to go through, they is like, some real ass warriors type shit. So we gotta try and get them to basically have their backs too. The more you practice ignorance, the more you become ignorant. So ignorance is also a muscle. The more you practice it, the stronger it becomes. It's like people use ignorance, in certain situations so that they can, like gaslighting and other shit, to help them play psychic games. But I heard place psychic attacks upon you, right? So I'm guessing like they don't even have to attack you directly. They can just, like I said, set some other shit up in your mind to place an attack on you, so that when you start to think on whatever they placed in your mind and interact with it, it'll start to attack you type shit. Like, man, people's fucked up, bro. It's alright, I was fucked up too, guys. Goddamn, what the hell? I think that's all I have to really say about that. Just try not to really practice your ignorance in any kind of way, just so that you can protect your mental and not have other people attack you. When I say in any kind of way, I mean practice not being ignorant so that you could attack people, or so that you could prove your point, or so that you can control reality and bend it to your will. Because guess what? When you're doing magic and you're doing all that other shit to tap into yourself, you need to let yourself take control as well. Sometimes you have to lose control, and sometimes when you trip, that was spirit helping you, put yourself in place to have shit aligned for you. So like, don't be too controlling also. That's another reason why people, choose ignorance, so that they can keep control and maintain an image over their reality in a specific way. Because niggas be scared in love. Ignorance is a curse casted by us submitting to it, and they forced it on our ancestors. So like, I want you to know this though, in the spiritual war, right? Because there was some of us, right, who was working against us, right? And they aren't fully us, like I said. They just they're tapped into the technology that we're made out of and shit. Like, they can do magic and shit, basically. So they were able to tell the future of how they were able to conquer us and enslave us and do this and that. But, we just had to let them see that and make them see that, so that we can come out on top afterwards. And we also took advantage of them putting us into that time era too, that bondage. Because that's the best fucking word we can use for that shit. Because we were never slaves, we were just prisoners of war. And not even that for real, because there ain't nowhere to fucking lock us up on our planet. Like, it's like you locking me in my room. Like, you broke into my house and locked me in my room. Nigga, you ain't do shit for real. I'm still chilling. Like I said, bro, we're gods, bro. We're just doing what we want for real. We've been trying to evolve in this and that many ways. Because like they said in the Bible, like, I won't make you do shit you wouldn't want to do or some shit like that, right? Was it the Bible? It was some scripture. But basically what they're saying is Spirit is saying that they're not gonna force us to, like, you know, do something that we don't feel like we want to do, right? So they're just gonna try and encourage us to, you know, do it in some kind of way, type shit. Even if that encouragement came through the training of going through that bondage that we went through. That shit was crazy. Yeah, they eventually forced all these bullshit spells over our ancestors, which is why it was easy for us to come into this world without knowing of any true shit that's going on. Because like people keep saying, they would never tell us the truth about how we are able to create our own reality and our own world for ourselves. Especially if they know that they took this world from us. Like, bruh, first of all, they're not gonna tell us that shit because they don't want to lose their power. But also, once they lose their power and once we figure out who they are for real, you know, it's not gonna be too good for them. Because they done did too much and they're not planning on, you know, submitting. So, damn. Oh shit, stop it, Win. Ignoring problems don't make them go away. Oh, okay, yeah. That one's obvious. Because, yeah, like I said, you could refuse energy, but you have to do it in a way where you can make it clear to the universe type shit. Like, universally clear that you're refusing this energy and that you won't accept it, right? And then you have to take the action of moving it away from you or moving away from it. Even if that situation is being in poverty. Just get out of the location or position that you're in, right? So that you can get yourself internally straight. So that you can start attracting in money. Also, energy is energy, right? Just like how money is energy. Just like how I'm energy. Just like how she's energy. None of us three are gonna attract each other if we're dirty. I'm not gonna pick up dirty money, right? The quote-unquote dirty money. The kind that's been stolen type shit. Like the kind I'm gonna get in trouble for using, you know, or even having in my possession since it's dirty in that way. And then you also have other dirty money that's just like, I'm not saying like an old dusty old bill. I'm talking about a bill that's been all beat up and in the mud and you can't even tell what the fuck it is type shit. I'm saying like a bill that's basically unusable in any case. Like, yeah, no one's gonna accept that shit. My fucking machines don't even accept that shit, and they're programmed to just take whatever, man. But yeah, so we just gotta clean our energy on all levels, okay? And once you're like completely straight within yourself, like when you put yourself on a level where you're so good you don't need shit, bro, shit's just gonna start coming to you. I'm so serious. Like, bro, I be walking in, like, bro, when I started taking shrooms, like, I would be so fucking aligned with shit. Like, even in the little moments, right, where I think I'm not aligned with something, like, oh shit, where's my lighter? And then it's like, oh, well, I found a lighter today, yesterday, and the day before. So I got a lighter here, there, in my pocket over there. It was like, okay, so I'm so good, I don't gotta go looking for shit, you know? Oh shit, I'm kind of hungry. I kind of want to go get up and get a snack. Well, shit, I got another bag of candy right there just sitting in the corner. Okay, well, shit. I'm so straight, I don't gotta go get up and get shit, you know? Again, this and that. Okay, well, this and that. All right, well, then I'm so straight, I don't gotta get shit, basically. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, once you're at that point where you can just accept, and once you're at the point where you can accept whatever reality you're in, like just knowing like whatever bullshit you're facing, you know that you're safe and that you're still gonna wake up tomorrow and have another chance to smile type shit. Like, you know, once you're in that place of being, then yeah, it's like negative energy is just gonna stop fucking with you, and then you're just gonna continue to attract positive energy in all kinds of ways. Like, that shit is awesome. Just really, please guys, fall in love with yourselves. Like, we are each other, bro. Like, spirit will love on you so hard if you loved on yourself, bro. It's crazy. Man, sometimes I want to explain shit, but it would just sound so obvious sometimes that it don't make sense why I'm even explaining it. But then, like, once I have to break it down, you're gonna be like, oh, it's because I couldn't even see it that way, because the way that they have these labels set up. Yeah, it's like, man, it's just crazy. That's funny. But fuck it. The video is 1 hour 6 minutes. Yeah, like I said before, it keeps us stagnant. And our ego binds us to ignorance for security. And it lets us / makes us scared to be ourselves and scared to be free. And that's why they place this spell over us, so that, you know, we can continue trying to be the bot that they have tried to set us up to be. So that they can continue to plug us and fill us with fucking programs and shit. But no, your ego is like very hard to control and master. Once you can master your lower self, because you know your higher self has its own ego, and all of those guys have their own egos, right? Because the ego is just another element being used to create these characters. And these characters is what's used to create your whole being. So yeah, your lower self, your lower ego, that one's hard to control because it's like a beast type shit. It's like your pet, your badass little kid. You know, they don't listen to shit. So you gotta, like, you know, treat them as such. I'm not saying like the way that they have taught us to treat animals and badass kids. I'm saying the way that, you know, internally one of, like, that these beings need to be nurtured and treated and guided, you know. But yeah, once you can do that, once you can really become a leader for yourself, you put yourself in another beautiful position to manifest for yourself. Yeah, I think that's really have for today. Yeah. Man, I wonder what I'm gonna eat today. I think I should fast. Nah, I don't want to. Like, I don't want to fast until I start eating fruit again. Like, I need to eat fruit consistently before I stop eating. Cause, like, bruh, these oh shit, I forgot to tell y'all that shit about, you know, opening a portal and bringing all that shit. Cause yeah, you can do that from the mental realms, right? You can see it, you can visualize it, and imagine feeling it, right? And once you do that, you just need to fucking realize that these chemicals are still coming out of your brain and going throughout your body and manifesting shit and sending signals out to the antennas on your skin and sending these signals out to the universe and shit. Like, that's how deeply connected we are, and that's really how something comes from nothing. You know, how waves collapse into particles, how we draw and pull that energy to us and shit. Like, that shit is awesome, bro. We're awesome. Fuck. Yeah. It's gonna say something. It's gonna say something. I think it was something about opening portals or I don't know. Some crazy shit like that. Yeah. But yeah, I hope this video was helpful, and you know, let's try not to ignore all of our problems now, you know, because that's gonna lead us into being trapped in hell. Okay, or at least it's just gonna, you know, trick us into creating their heaven, which is just gonna leave us nowhere. But yeah, I love you all. Peace out. Have a good one.